What's going on, America? This is Kevin at Kevin's Corner. All right, now, I got a problem with the Republicans. You know, the Republicans are so softcore, and it's almost like they are losers. Now, what do I mean by that? Yeah, granted, I find it just amazing that they can't get any policies done considering they have the House and the Senate. But that's not what I'm talking about when I say that they're losers. What I'm saying is that when it comes to politics, when it comes to dealing with the left, they are so ginger. They are so soft. They're so scared and sensitive because surely if they even come across as being anti or hateful or too supportive or not supportive enough on all the causes, all the accusations, all the stuff that the left throws out there, then they're fearful that they're going to be judged in the media, popular opinion, and then they up for election, and then they got to fight off all the accusations from the liberals, from the left, and from the media. And I'm going, how will you ever win a battle if you're not willing to fight on the same level as your enemy? Example. The reason it was so hard to defeat ISIS, and it is so hard sometimes to defeat terrorists, is because they have benefited off of our greatest weakness, which is political correctness, which is being so hypersensitive to how everybody else feels and how everybody else sees you that you refuse to do what is necessary to win. And the difference is the Democrats will do whatever it takes to win. These guys have no moral compass, and they will tell you that they do. They will try to trick you into believing that they care about the rights of everybody. In their sense, they only use that garbage to win. That is it, because they know as soon as they threaten any Republican or public figure about how do you feel about this scenario, whether it's true or not, just want to know how you feel. If you don't immediately say, I disavow, they're going to go, then you must support it. Are you a racist? Are you a sexist? Are you a homophobe? And if you say, well, you know what? I don't have enough information about this. Let me think about it. You're not willing to disavow it immediately? You're telling me you actually need facts and proof to say something's wrong? You must support it. See, that's the thing that they use. They will come up with any false accusation, any false narrative. They will do whatever they can, and they will protect their own to the day they die. They will come after the right with everything they got and overlook all the obvious flaws and broken laws of the left. They would do it at the drop of a hat. In the same breath, they will sit back and say, you know what, Donald Trump's people had conversations with people that actually was from Russia, even though nothing became of those conversations. And then somebody would say, well, what about Hillary Clinton and the fact that she paid for a dossier that came from information from the Kremlin? Oh, well, you know what? That's already been debunked. That's just oppositional research. It shows that these guys will say, you know what? It's not about right or wrong. It's about winning. It is about us saying, you know what? If we have to justify obvious sin, garbage, debacles, violence, betrayal, lies, abuse, misogyny, racism on our end, we will. We'll deny all that stuff. But if we even breathe of something that might appear to be racist, sexist, or whatever on the right, we're going to take you to the well. And what do Republicans do? Roll over immediately. All you got to do is run up to them, stick the mic in the face and say, did you hear about this? What do you think? And you can't even say, well, I don't even know. Can I get a minute to think? No. You can't get a minute. We want answers now. We want them now. And that is how they win, because they're dirty. And they know that we try to take the moral high road, and we so hypersensitive about what is the public going to say, what is the media going to say. They're going to call me a bunch of names, so I better go ahead and say what I think they want to say versus what I'm going. That's not even logical. Granted, everybody's going crazy over the Roy Moore situation. And, you know, I don't know. That's the whole thing that I'm saying. I'm going, okay, you telling me that the Republicans that are disavowing don't have the right to say, let me use some common sense, and instead of just immediately throwing him under the bus as if we don't know that the left rather, is filthy when it comes to playing politics and willing to do whatever it takes to win. We're supposed to just immediately say, oh, there were accusations? Oh, well, heck, man, he's done. I don't have the right to stop and say, well, let me use some deductive reasoning here because it is an election. And it is kind of crazy how he was in the middle of the primary against one of his own Republican candidates. And you know, it wasn't like it was a secret that he was running during that time. They could have came out during that time. It's crazy how they let him win and then put him in a position where it's too late to get him off the ballot. And then all these people just came out of nowhere as if it was a coordinated attack. Maybe they all had osmosis. I don't know. Well, maybe it's mental telepathy with everybody. Like, I feel I should come out now. And the other person, like, you know what? I feel like, these are things that if I'm a rational thinking person and somebody throw a mic in my face and threaten me, basically pound me and saying, you need to say what I need you to say, or else I'm going to accuse you of supporting whatever behavior this person was accused of. And my thought would be, well, back up off me for a second, because I don't know the facts. Nobody does. That's why it's an accusation. Nothing's been proven. And I don't care how convincing people are saying, well, the testimonies sound very convincing. There are some pathological liars that can formulate narratives detailed by detail. Right now, if I want to come up and just say, man, the other day, somebody came up to me and said my mama, and then they had some blue shoes on and a jumpsuit with some Nikes on, and they ran and they gave me the flip the bird on the way down the street, and then they said that you got a big nose and you can't read good, and they had a scar on their face if I know just a little bit of information about somebody, I can come up with a very detailed narrative because nobody else can collaborate the story. It's just me and that person. And yet, off of accusations, everybody flees. And I'm going, the reason that the Republicans lose is because they don't fight. They don't fight with the same vigor, with the same aggression as the Democrats. They roll over immediately. You know, it's like when we get caught over in some other country that don't play by our rules, they can cut our heads off, torture us, burn us alive, and then we catch somebody and waterboard them, and people's walking around with picket signs like, I can't believe you waterboarded. I can't believe you waterboarded. This is inhumane. And I'm going, we just watched a man get cut. He burned him alive, and we can't just put some water on the face, you know. And that's why we have a hard time winning, because we're not willing to do what it takes to win. And others are going, good. I'm glad you're not willing to do what it takes to win. I'm going to use that to my advantage to manipulate you and beat you every time, because we will lie, we will cheat, we will manipulate, we will threaten, we will formulate whatever opinions and false narratives we have to, and you guys won't do it. And if we attack you, you'll all run. So remind me the next time I have to go to war with some Republican senators and congressmen, remind me not to. Because in the middle of the foxhole, my gut tells me I'll turn around like, where you going? Hey, man, get back over here. Okay. If I survive, I'm coming for you next. You know, that's how soft they are. I'm going, y'all need to get some hardcores. And it just drives me crazy because I'm going, you got the House, the Senate, and you just let the Democrats beat up on the president this whole time over a stupid Russian narrative that y'all should have shut down a long time ago. But you're so afraid that they're going to say, if you guys do this, it's because you're supporting the fact that Donald Trump colluded with the Russians. So what if you think that? We're doing it because we're looking at this logically and saying it's been a year. You haven't shown any evidence. And in fact, you didn't have any evidence to even do an investigation. You at least have to have a crime to do the investigation or evidence of a crime. You didn't have that. You just wasted time and tax dollars. Therefore, we're shutting this down if you can't produce nothing at this point. Now, that's a logical, practical answer, but they won't say that because they're afraid. But yet, you got Hillary Clinton with all kind of evidence just dropping out. She just walking down the street, evidence falling out the pocket. It drop. Oh my God, I just dropped some evidence. You know, evidence left out everywhere by the Democrats, and nobody is aggressively doing anything. But do you realize what the Democrats would have done with all the evidence that we have now found out about Hillary? If that was reversed, they would all up in here, the juggler, immediately, all over, like a dog, just tearing them up. And I'm going, it's like they gave y'all all the evidence. I could win some of these cases, and I'm not even a lawyer. And I'm going, and y'all ain't doing nothing about it. Y'all ain't fighting dirty as they're fighting, and y'all even have the right to fight dirty. See, they coming up with stuff, but the Republicans got evidence, and they just tiptoeing around. You will see how everything. I don't want to get too. I don't want to make the president seem like he targeting his enemies. And I'm going, oh God, you know, that's why you guys are going to lose if you don't man up and woman up and fight back. It's killing me, people. It's killing me. Anyway, that's my take on it. You've been listening to Kevin at Kevin's Corner. I just want to encourage all of the soft core congressmen and congresswomen and senators and senates. You got to be politically correct these days to start saying, you know, we need to fight back and put them for once on the defense, please. All right. Anyway, thanks for supporting Kevin's Corner. If you would like to support me in any way, I have some links in the bottom. I have shirts. I have ways that you can donate to Kevin's Corner because I want to up the production. One of these days, I'm going to be out in my car, y'all. I have an actual studio. So God bless those that have been supporting me. I thank you so much. I don't have the words to even say, but if you want to support, you can click on the link below. If you use the Cash App, you can support that way. If you use PayPal, you can. You can also support by purchasing a t-shirt and hit like and share. Even if you don't support me financially, your comments, your support, your watches, your views, your shares, all of those things just encourage me, and it makes me continue to speak out against some of this craziness that I'm seeing going on around this world. And believe me, I need that encouragement because it is not very popular to be an African-American man that is a conservative and that also supports Donald Trump. But I also can't act like I don't see how stupid some of these decisions are and some of these things that are going on in the world. I just can't do it, y'all. I'm not one to just give you the, I don't see what's going on over there. I'm like, does anybody see? Nobody? Am I the only one to see the elephant in this room? I'm that guy. I'm that guy that's going, maybe I'm crazy. No, I'm not crazy, I don't think. So I will continue to talk and I will continue to spread the word. So please continue to support. God bless you. You've been listening to Kevin at Kevin's Corner. Tell those sorry Republicans to man up and woman up and make your core hard. Dealing with those soft core Republicans. They're like the Republican versions of snowflakes every time. We better run. I don't want anybody making bad comments about us. Big old nice people. Anyway, God bless. Take care.